Yeah. God created woman, and the women are in here.
What's up? What's
Ultra
up?
Nate is
Hey.
back
Hey, I'm back.
from a world tour.
I'm always on tour. You know, could be down the street or around the world. I'm always on tour.
Always on tour. Welcome back home.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good to see you. I haven't seen y'all in a minute. That is God Created Woman, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy Douglas, featuring Margaret Grace. Waiting for Lisa Moody to get into the studio.
Yeah, she's moments away.
Moments away.
In
Moments
traffic.
away. All right. So first of all, let me handle my business. What we got? I gotta read. Oh yeah, live. Support for WEAA is provided by Pennzoil, featuring synthetic motor oil. This is the world famous happy hour. If you have not guessed, the Girl Squad is celebrating 12 years.
Yes, 12 years of Deep Sugar.
That in and of itself, and we've talked about this before, is a remarkable run for any.
You're telling me.
Yeah. Exactly. You tell us. I mean, it is. I mean, we're doing it a little bit different because I don't have any input this week.
That's all right. We got plenty.
I have no input.
We've got plenty for you.
The Girl Squad has it all locked down. They have taken over the world famous happy hour, and they have provided tracks from their 12-year run, their incredible 12-year run of Deep Sugar. And I'm gonna say this track list is amazing. And we were talking offline that what I hear is a narrative that is like an overarching narrative for what Deep Sugar is or has been for 12 years. I mean, y'all have really. This isn't just some things. Well, let's play some records. I mean, it's not that. But you guys have really put heart, soul, thought into this whole
Definitely.
thing.
Well, you know, you can't just throw songs together. You know, there are certain records throughout the whole story of Deep Sugar that were synonymous with that sound, that era. You know, the whole vibe. You know, music creates a background, a tapestry for people's lives, and it's an emotional thing. It's a connection. It's part of the culture. So we chose records that, you know, immediately when you hear them, you think of Deep Sugar, or Sugar as it was when it first started out.
DJ Lisa Moody, welcome.
God created woman. I was jamming in the car.
Yeah.
I knocked over a couple old ladies, but shoo, I'm here. Baltimore.
Good to see
the
you.
building.
It's the TRIFECTA weekend.
It is the TRIFECTA weekend.
Yeah.
So how do you? Okay, so I just made the point that this track list is an amazing track list. This is the best track list that I've seen in the history of the world famous happy hour. It is. Now you all had an unfair
we play some
advantage.
good music.
Well, but you had an unfair advantage because you had like 16 songs as opposed to everybody else has like 5 or 10.
I think it was 15 songs.
It was 16.
Oh.
Well, we wanted to give you a healthy list, you know,
Well, it's
in
very
case
healthy.
you couldn't
It's 12
find,
years.
It's very healthy.
in case you couldn't find everything, you know, we wanted to give you some
Well,
options.
you knew I was going to find them all. But,
course, right.
but it is an amazing list. I was blown away by it. I mean, listen, to have you guys told the story that when y'all first started. The reason I'm kind of stuttering is because when you told the story initially when you first started, some of your friends were like, "You guys kind of suck."
No, we weren't worried about that.
I know we weren't
I know
good.
you weren't.
Like we cut our chops right there in the midst of everything going on. You know, people were noshing on food and having drinks, and we were like, shoes in the dryer. Boo-doo-doo-boo-doo-doo-doo. So, I mean, you know,
But you know,
the
if you're
tracks
going to do it, you got to go hard.
right.
Right.
So,
right.
you know.
And the tracks that we chose are, in my opinion, like when you look out over the dance floor and you put that God created woman on, everybody just goes in.
Well,
so
and every track on the list, I mean, it does that in different ways, but all of them are just
yeah.
you can't.
Well, a lot
they're
of great
not
music.
resistible.
A lot of great music has been coming out during these 12 years. And the funny thing about it is, like, a lot of people fell off from the house music scene on the wide scale because they felt like there wasn't a lot of good tracks out there. But I just, you know, one of the reasons we started the party, one, because the scene here was going through a shrinking phase, but also, you know, the music was being stifled, and there were very few platforms for this genre of music to be heard, you know, in the proper format, which is, you know, in a proper sound system and, you know, nightclub venue. And so there's a lot of good music that was happening at that time. So it was kind of like our job to keep it, you know, in the forefront, to make sure the audience had that home where they could hear the music they wanted to hear.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and we've never talked about this on the air. I don't even think we've talked about it privately either. And I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I just hadn't said it. But I will say this, and I get beat up for being I believe that the only duo that I can think of currently that I would put above y'all would be maybe Kenny Dope and Louis.
You did not say maybe. Stop it.
I'm saying I would put Kenny. I would put Kenny and Louis over y'all. Okay?
well, you know, we are the baby female version.
I know that. I get that. But the point is this. I would not. There are a lot of duos.
I mean, you know, they're veterans for like a million years, but that's an amazing compliment.
Right, thank you.
But there are a lot of duos out there that can't touch y'all. I'm not going to name any names, but the point is, and I've had these discussions with guys, sexism in the industry.
Oh, well, totally.
Yeah, I mean, how it just kind of jumps out at me when I hear the level of. I've seen cats literally come behind y'all and not really want to play. I've seen that in person.
Oh my God!
You know, I've seen it. I've seen it in person. I've seen cats come by and be like, "Well, yeah, I don't want to do anything."
Well, I know that feeling. We've all been in that position. Hello, many times as a DJ. I mean, sometimes when a DJ is in their groove and they've got the room going and they just got a pocket, it is kind of hard to break up that synergy that's happening at that moment, and you've got to come in with a fresh energy and make it work, you know, and not disconnect the crowd.
Prime example was the night that's been played.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was crazy.
For my birthday party this year, you know,
I was there.
He was rocking, so we would just like play, you know.
Play on, player.
We're not gonna jump in, like just
But
do you.
what I'm saying is that I think generally that there are maybe guys who maybe have half of y'all's talent who maybe get a lot more dap than you all get.
That's fine.
I
For me, it's always been about, you know, the long game. Anyway, I don't subscribe to having to say, you know, this is what I can do, this is what I can do, this is what I can do. You know, you find out on your own in time. That's why the tagline for Deep Sugar has always been experience it for yourself. So you don't have to take anyone's word for it. You come and experience the party, the vibe, the people, you know, our set, everything on your own, and you make your own judgments, you know. It's a personal preference. This music thing is always a matter of personal preference.
Now I'm distracted.
Because all this really great food just arrived.
It's happy hour.
The world famous happy hour, world famous salmon has arrived.
Yes. Yay.
Whose salmon is this?
Don't play no.
It's the Mac Daddy salad.
Don't play. You know what it is.
But you know, also, Sean, I have to say we've had an unfair advantage for many, many years, even from the moment we started, because we are surrounded by really great DJ talent locally here in Baltimore that who we've grown up under, And so that helps develop your ear. Even before you start playing your first record yourself, your ear has to be developed. You have to understand programming. You have to be in that environment to know what's going on and how to connect with the dance floor and not just play in your head, play for yourself. Maybe what you might play in your bedroom might not work so well when you have a crowd of people in front of you. So having that level of education first before we actually started technically trying to execute playing was a bit of an advantage. Also having really great venues to start with. When we started at Sonar, when we first, started the party, we were at Sonar for 6 months. That was a really great venue. Then we moved to 1722 and then ultimately to the Paradox. So when you have that kind of venue at your fingertips, along with DJs like Wayne Davis and Tommy and Teddy and Jerome and all of the people that have been a part of Deep Sugar at one point or the other, right. And also we've been in the scene for so many years. I mean, I've been a professional in the scene since I was 18 years old. So I've grown up listening to Vega and Morales and Humphreys and, all of the luminaries around the world. So it's my job when I go to bring this to Baltimore in my way, there's a certain level, a certain standard that I have to meet just for myself, for my own personal satisfaction.
Speaking of Tony Humphreys, he is going to be featured.
He will be here, yes.
On Saturday.
Yes, along with a lot of really great diverse talent here in Baltimore.
But this is a 3-part celebration of your 12 years, right?
That's correct.
Trifecta. Yeah. I have to credit Lisa Moody. When it came time to start figuring out, it was probably like midsummer, I started to shift focus on, what we were going to do for the anniversary. And I asked her first, before I started putting any feelers out to anyone, just kind of brainstorm amongst ourselves what she would think, would be cool to do this year. Last year we had a diva live and kind of brought her back out of retirement. That was an amazing night. We had Timmy Regisford for the first time because it was a 2-part anniversary. So this year we kind of thought about it, threw some things around, and then she ultimately thought about, well, how about, since it's 12 years, which is, kind of a landmark year, we do something that's inclusive of all of the local DJs that have been a part of the equation, great and small, residents or guests. And I thought that was a really amazing idea. And then I was left with the job of executing it.
Well, that's why y'all are a team,
Like, it's a great idea. How are we going to make it work? So many of them. So, we kind of figured out like the guidelines, did a brainstorm session to name everybody and figure out like what would make sense and then it became very clear to me very quickly, this is going to have to be spread out over a couple of parties.
It's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to track 1 on their list. And there's only one list. There is the Girl Squad list. DSY's list is out the door. It's only I have no list. There's no it's just y'all's list. You got 100 songs on your list.
You didn't make a list?
I didn't. Stop. Whatever, y'all. You know daggone well. Yeah, so that is number 1 on the Girl Squad list. Carrie Chandler.
Mary Chandler.
That's it.
Pronounced, how is that pronounced? Bartham. It is one of the classic tracks from the Deep Sugar 12-year run.
It was early Girl Squad days. It was the early Girl Squad days before it was
What?
officially Girl Squad with
That's
T-shirts.
when it was the world's greatest. What was the beginning? Wait, I had this crazy name when the Girl Squad thing first came together. It was like World's Greatest Wrecking Crew.
What?
All Girl Squad. It was like
Yeah,
7 names long. It was completely meant as a joke. So, it was like because we were just learning how to play and we would, screw up our mixes or whatever. We didn't care. It was
And it was the All Girl Squad.
It was
included
All
in
Girl
that because
Squad, yeah.
Rhonda was with us.
right, but it was something with like World Greatest Wrecking Crew, something or the other in there like that. It was,
Now that's fun. Especially in wake of Straight Outta Compton coming out, because y'all were like the house music
right.
female version of.
But then, as the years went by, it kind of got tailored down. And then actually OG was the one who was like threw the sugar in there and kind of transitioned it to Sugar Girl Squad. So we were like, okay, that's good.
Because I call y'all.
But
from
some
time to
of the
time
people
Sugar
that
Girl
know from way back in the when, like Donnie had to flex and post the other day, All Girl Squad.
Right.
That's Donnie Berlin. We love you in New York.
ODB.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, while y'all enjoy the smoke,
It's really good.
Thank
It
you.
really
Smoked
is.
salmon, just to be clear.
World famous, right? Smoke salmon,
Right.
not smoke. But,
Please, no.
The world famous smoke salmon.
Right.
While we have a couple of minutes, though, Ultra, where have you've been? A bunch of places. you are also known as the Flying Walenda, right?
Yeah, that was dubbed by Lisa.
I think that's very apropos. Actually.
That weekend it was.
That weekend it really
I mean,
was,
'cause
and
you
I
were-
had no
saw-
strings.
You were flying, going up you were looked like you were about
Scaffolding,
to,
yeah.
going up, getting ready to
25
Climbing 25 feet in the air
in the rain.
in the rain in pumps.
Well, I took the pumps off, but in that giddy up, that outfit, like that's not
You look like you were ready to get shot out of a cannon.
the thing to do.
Yeah.
Not the thing to do.
So, but where have you been? Tell the people.
Oh gosh, this last time I saw you, I don't even know when was the last time I saw you.
Ibiza.
I did
San
go to
Francisco.
Ibiza. I went to. I was in New York, in upstate New York. I did a 2-day festival with Nile Rodgers, Duran Duran,
One of my
Janelle
heroes.
Monáe, Chaka Khan,
Keith Urban.
and Pharrell. It was amazing, and a whole bunch of other really wonderful folks. And then I went to Ibiza for a week or so. I did the Glitter Box Party Affected. I did Austin Pride last week or week before. I lose track. I don't know. I've been all over the place, and I've done a lot of stuff in the States this summer as well. So between the domestic and the international, I'm just kind of back and forth.
Six Flags.
Oh yeah, we were in Six Flags last
She
week.
had to climb
I
up the
forget.
roller coaster. She has to catch the roller coaster up to the DJ booth.
That was very civilized. I was performing on the Batman stage. And everyone had capes. And they're like, where's your cape? And I'm like, capes are dangerous.
You know, I didn't understand.
You had to watch The Incredibles to get that joke. But
Oh my God, I love that. Love that cartoon actually.
the Batman
Capes are
Batman
dangerous.
stage was really awesome. I did a DJ set, live performance. Then we rolled back home, in Girl Squad style, just burning the rubber down 95 and went straight to the Collective Minds picnic. And hung out there for the last 2 hours of that.
And
event.
then we went to the after party,
And then we went to the after party, yes.
which was very fun.
We had a lot of fun that night at Biscuits. Biscuit and OG did after party
At Pulse.
and we had a good time. Hung out with Sheila Ford and Tommy Davis and quite a few other folks.
Well, very good.
Yeah,
All right, so my people will say that we'll get to about 8 tracks because we're gonna talk too much.
that's fine.
But
We'll do what we can do.
we're gonna speed it up in the next segment. But we're gonna go out on track 3 off of the Girl Squad Classics list.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got it?
See, and they were rushing, and they were talking about we were talking too much.
Here it comes.
Put your get all cool tonight, huh? So you better, put your back in it, put your back in it, yeah, put your back in it, your back in it. Swear you know how a brother works. She came up in the gospel church, yeah. Then I found out you were the naughty kind.
Can we get one more before the break?
Put your bag in it.
Pevin Everett.
Quentin Harris remix. There's a lot of Quentin Harris on this list.
Yes, it
which
is.
makes sense. Which makes sense. I don't know. We really don't have. We could go out. Let's go out on something. Let's go out on track 6. Can we? We can transition. Somebody just called me a loser. Somebody just called me a loser because I jammed them up. I know I did.
It's the girl squad in the booth over there.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
all, they always. That is the junior girl squad.
That's the junior girl
That
squad.
is the junior girl squad. It's definitely the junior girl squad.
I heard a beat.
There might be something coming. They there it is. They're gonna work it out. They always gonna work it out. So we'll go out on this.
La Mezcla.
Girl Squad is in the building, back from their world tour and Six Flags tour. Lisa Moody, Alternate, world famous happy hour, the Girl Squad classics list. Trifecta's coming.
12-year anniversary, y'all.
The future is now.
It is now. Famous happy hour.
Yes.
Girl Squad takeover.
Yes. 12-year anniversary tomorrow night
12-year
at the
anniversary.
Paradox. Doors open 11 p.m. into infinity.
And beyond. We have we did have a very special guest on.
We'll call at some point. We'll see.
Well,
Is it you?
Well, it was not who we thought it was.
Oh.
It was another special guest.
What?
Wow, we're racking them up.
Yeah. Who? Okay. There he is. The king himself. Louis Vega's on the phone.
Wow.
There he is.
LV, what's up?
What's up, Girl Squad?
Welcome back from Ibiza, baby.
Thank you. I'm happy to be home, and I'm very happy that you're 12 years old this Saturday.
I know. Can you believe it?
You know, Louis, if we didn't have this party Saturday, you know we would have been at Roots Wednesday night.
Listen, I just spoke to Tony like a few hours ago, and he is preparing, so y'all got to get ready.
Oh, I know. He's going to shut it down.
No, I'm talking about he's listening to music and everything. He's all in it. He's in it.
Them kings of house, you know how they bring it through.
Man, he's doing homework. So if Tony Humphries is doing homework, you're going to get it.
Wow, I didn't think Tony Humphries would have to do homework. My Lord.
You always have to do homework.
Well, we all got to do homework. What are you talking about? I do it too.
Hello.
Well, yeah, you do it, Louis. I mean, you definitely did.
That's why they call him the master at work.
I know.
No, come on. But, we love to make sure everybody has a good time. So, and our repertoire is pretty big, because the music goes from way back till now.
Mm-hmm.
But, you always got to know what's happening now, too. And we pick what we like. And that's what the magic of DJing is,
That's right.
Indeed.
And you ladies are ready, right? What's up?
We are so ready, and we're ready to let these awesome local DJs as well, who have been supporting us for 12 years, do their thing.
I heard.
Yep. It's a really great support team around the parties, all three of them. And then the icing on the cake is Tony Humphries coming back to play with us. It's been a long time. I think it's been like 8 years or so. The last time it's been longer actually, because the last time he was here, we were at 1722. Yeah. So it's a homecoming, definitely.
Well, listen, first of all, you girls don't need any help because you have a wonderful crew of DJs that have so much experience, including both views. And, I know when you invite us, it just adds that little extra. But it's family, you know what I'm saying? So we love going there because we've been friends for so long, and it feels like a reunion when we come together.
It's absolutely that. Yep. Absolutely that.
Louis, while we have you on the phone, man, it has really been your year as far as producing is concerned. It seems like
no, come on.
I mean, I'm speaking the truth. Am I?
But Louis and his whole brand, every brand associated with Louis, and that's a long list right there, has always been a part of the fabric of Sugar anyway. Sugar was built on giving vocal records and musical records a platform. And we've always kept that going, So a lot of the material that Louis put out all these years has been a part of, what has become the DS sound,
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Thank you.
I want to thank you girls for the support because I know you do it and do it well. I see all the clips all the time and Lisa's putting them out there all the time and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And you guys, every time both of you play, there's always something that you play that I want to go home with. And I'm like, what is that? You know what I mean? So I love the fact that you both introduce music as well. And, of course, you support a lot of our music and but the quality music in our scene. And I think that's really important. That's what we do over at Roots, too. And, I think that it's important for every city to have places like Deep Sugar and Roots and, Deep LA and Miami crew. I mean,
Bang in Chicago.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Chicago, Terry Hunter, San Zef, we all got the places where we all go to and love to hang out in these cities. And for Baltimore, there's no better place than the Paradox with the Deep Sugar Girls.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you, LV.
We're going to see you soon, boo. We're going to see you.
We coming up on a Wednesday night.
All right. Well,
Definitely.
Listen, you never know. You might see me pop up and surprise y'all.
Oh, shucks now. You better do it.
Louis,
You better do it.
Bring the USB clip with you.
She won't let you get away with that one. What you got? What you got new in your pocket?
The USBs. I'll never forget that from the first.
Oh, that was an awesome time.
the King Louis Vega. Louis, thank you for calling in, man.
Listen, thank you for the support over there. I appreciate what you guys do, and keep playing the music, and I'll keep making it. That's it,
Indeed.
All right, LV. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Till we see
Yeah,
you again, baby.
look out for the new album, Louis Vega Starring. It's coming out October 30th, and it's 28 songs with a lot of wonderful artists. And September 25th, the release of Funkadelic featuring Kendrick Lamar, the Louis Vega remix.
Word.
So,
And dance is what dance is?
Oh yeah, I heard that dance is on Urban AC chart is number 14, and that's a big deal for us.
That's a big deal.
To have house music up there again like that is really beautiful.
In the United States. Let's all understand how pivotal that is, how monumental here in the United States to accomplish that again.
We appreciate it. And BB's very happy. The Winans brothers, the Clark sisters, everybody's like jumping for joy, and they loving house right now.
Wait, did you say September 25th, Kendrick Lamar?
With Parliament,
September 25th. I did that.
You better work, Louis Vega.
Calling you with Funkadelic and George Clinton, and it's featuring Kendrick Lamar. Yes.
Indeed.
All right.
All right.
Well, you know we got your back, so.
Louis,
Thank you.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you, Louis.
All right, look out for some emails. I'm going to send both of you some music. Excuse you.
Good looking out. Love you. See you soon.
We go from one king, one legendary DJ to the next, and that would be Tony Humphrey is on the phone line as well.
What's going on?
What's up?
What's going on?
Tony.
Tony Humphrey.
To my boy was saying everything I would say. I was like, be quiet, Louis. That's my boy, man. Yeah, so what's up? Get ready for
Man,
tomorrow.
We are excited about tomorrow.
Tony,
Hey.
Louis says you're
Hey.
doing your homework, that you're getting ready.
Absolutely. A day before.
look,
24
Tony
hours
sets
before.
the tone. He knows. That's
That's
where
it.
you go right there. That's the
Hey.
boss man right there. Yeah.
Hey.
I remember
For
many,
sure.
many nights back in the day, the whole crew jumping in the car and rolling up to the Zanzibar, getting there at like 7 in the morning and
Yeah.
partying endlessly. And we would be there to the very, very end, till my eyes were bleeding.
Was
And
it
I'd
the-
be like, Tony's still playing.
Was it the end or the beginning?
Well,
I mean,
the end was when they had church downstairs
Yeah,
on the
man.
lobby, and we had to be quiet, so we locked the door and keep on going.
Tony was brutal, man. He was brutal. He don't let it go.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that
now
was a
it's
great
confirmed.
education. Yes, great
Now
education.
they coming down. Now they rolling down there like they gonna do tomorrow.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I got to give Tony credit while he's on the phone. I mean, he knows, because I always say this, but Tony is one of the small group of people that was instrumental for me being signed to a major label, to getting a deal, period, because I was just a little kid from Baltimore, didn't know anything about the music business, and he took this really cool little underground, pitchy, minimal track and killed it.
Smashed it.
Killed it at the Zanzibar,
Smash.
made it an anthem. I'm serious, because I was here, I didn't know what was going on, and Tommy Davis used to tell me all the time when I go up to Metro, oh my God, Miss Ultra, they're jumping and they're loving it and they're playing it 3 times, and I really just thought, I thought Tommy was just like stringing me along until I went to the Zans the first time and saw for myself what was happening and saw the reaction and performed it, and the amount of love was crazy in that room. And
Oh yeah.
I was like,
oh, yeah.
okay, Tommy's not gassing me. There's something really going on here. So you
Actually-
always got that.
Thank you very much. But actually, what was happening was after they found out you was up there, they started to follow you around the club. Is that her? Yeah, that's her.
But it was hard to make me out. I had the bangs all the way down on my eyes and, the hair in my face. So they were like, is that her? I don't know.
the
Yeah, that's
evolution of
her.
the ultra evolution.
Fun days. So I guess we'll try to recreate, part of that tomorrow.
It's going to be,
You know?
it's going to be everything. And half of Baltimore is definitely coming to hear you play.
No doubt
Oh
about
yeah.
that. No
Oh
doubt
yeah.
about
Well,
that.
And
New York,
Jersey
of course.
and New York,
DC. And some are flying in from Boston and some other places as well. So
Look at that. Well, they know it's going to be, monumental. It's going to be one of them parties that everybody's going to talk about for the rest of the year, I think. So
Definitely. Thank you so much for
And years to come.
making that time in your schedule, because I know you got to understand, these guys, like, they travel around the world for a living. This is where it is. So to come home and to be able to play at home and give that love,
That's right.
That's
Absolutely.
what's special. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, anything else you want to know? Because I got work to do.
No, we just appreciate you taking time to call in, bro.
I
We
am
appreciate
not
it.
going to embarrass myself tomorrow. Absolutely not. Are you kidding? I'll hear about it from Teddy, Jerome. I'll hear about it from I'm not going to hear it from them. Gotta represent.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to get back to it and see you all tomorrow.
Get some rest.
You got it, baby.
Okay.
Tony Humphries, thank you, brother. We
Bye, y'all.
appreciate you.
Night,
See
love.
ya.
We just had Louis Vega and Tony Humphries call back to back.
Boom.
It's, I think that's a drop the mic moment. let's get back to the music. What we got? Track. I'm losing track of tracks, but it's playing. Bring it up.
Ah, yes. Old landmark, Kenny Bobian. Yes.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that one always
That
gets them going.
that has the
Lord
kids
have mercy.
jumping.
You know, we do church. We do church in at Deep Sugar.
Yes, you got to do it.
You gotta go. You gotta bring the gospel house because it's part of our
I
culture.
feel my strength coming on. I feel my power. All right. That's the Dijon experience. Kenny Bobian, of course. Dijon.
Yeah, it's a club
Dijon.
it's a restaurant and club
In Paris.
in Paris,
Kenny Bobian.
and it's awesome.
The Old Landmark. The Greg Gauthier mix.
Yes.
That's it.
All right. Wow. I'm straight now.
Yeah, just imagine that on the Paradox sound system. Yeah.
Well, I know. I can imagine that, actually.
They go running around the dance floor. They do laps when this comes on.
Just walking, running around. I've seen cats do laps.
Seriously?
I've seen that. I know. I've seen it.
They're like ushers. The Deep Sugar ushers. They are. I'm telling you.
Deep Sugar Usher.
Ushers, baby. Ushers.
That's funny. Now that's funny. All right, we're gonna get into the music. We've been talking a lot. Let's go to track. Which one we got? I'm bugging. I can't even keep up. Track 7. Elements of Life with Lisa Fisher and Cindy Mizell. That's quite a dynamic duo right there.
Yes, indeed.
Another Louis Vega.
Indeed.
Yes.
This
Production.
is heavy in Louis Vega and Quentin Harris. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Makes
There's a
sense.
lot. There's a lot of Baltimore talent in there too.
Oh, absolutely.
Spin
Absolutely.
tracks.
Spin,
and, Teddy and Tom and stuff like that.
OG.
OG. Indeed. Indeed. We just had him on last week.
Yes.
Another great show. I think my crew, the junior girl squad, is going to be. They're probably going to be
They're
correct.
disco. They're getting it in.
They're going to be right though. We're probably going to get to. Hopefully, how many we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we'll get to 8 at least. 10.
Yeah.
We'll get to 10. We'll get to 10. All right, let's go to the next track. We got it.
We
right?
got it. Yeah.
You ready? There it is.
And it's no surprise that I feel a glow when you're around me. I can taste your smile, and if for a while, will you stay with me and hold me tight? Love me through the night, give me joy. Yeah, you give me everything I need in my life. Give me joy.
Yes,
Joy.
Trina.
Broussard.
We actually had her come perform live.
Oh, yeah?
When it was just sugar.
Okay.
She's an R&B artist, actually, and that
Right,
was
right,
a
right.
Quentin Harris remix of her song that blew up in the underground. It was so huge at our party that I reached out to her manager, and I was like, I know she's not, at all in the house world, but like everybody loves her track, and they're
Indeed.
going to give her so much love.
She had a good time.
She did.
She
She's
really
been,
had a
she
good
was
time.
having a hard time in the R&B world, so she was like,
So it's
okay,
like,
this
yeah,
is a
love is
something-
love.
something
And
to
that
be
was
said
when we were
about this
playing
house music.
That was when we were playing vinyl.
Yeah.
That was when we were playing vinyl. And Donnie as well.
Donnie did.
Ultra went to do Southport Weekender one year when we were, and we were at 1722, and she met Donnie. And of course, she gave him the girl squad.
I had to help him out. He was used to performing with his band.
Okay.
He had never really done track shows before, and he didn't know Rocket Ship and all of the stuff that was like really huge in the house music scene. So I just kind of massaged him along this, to let him know what to
And
expect.
then next thing you know, he was performing at the club. And she was out of town, so she hit him over the head with the girl squad loveliness. And then when he came to perform, he just had a wonderful time. And another one.
Yeah, we've had a lot of folks from the underground scene, like Dawn Tolman, Monique Bingham,
Daryl DeBono, Susu Bobian,
Kenny Bowian,
Monique Bingham,
yeah, the
Barbara
list is-
Tucker.
and then on
Jody
those are-
Watley,
yeah, Crystal, Jody, Robin S, CC,
Sybil,
All of them, everybody.
all the dolls.
Well,
Dolls, Ann Nesby, Jocelyn
Yes.
Brown, Mesa. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's been
you got them all.
a diva, pulled her back out of retirement, had to do it.
I'll talk to offline about that. But anyway, I saw.
But it's always great to like bring these acts live because we know that the people really appreciate hearing this music live and that connection with the artists that are making the music, especially the stuff that's like classic tracks.
Indeed. The aforementioned OG is next. Let's bring that in. Esteban.
Yes, yes.
DJ
Shout out to
OG.
David Greenwood on that one too. In
In
a corner band.
He does that all the time.
It's much louder though.
Yeah. I didn't want to be,
So, 12 years.
12 years, and the future is now.
The trifecta begins Saturday.
Tomorrow night. Yes.
Tony Humphreys.
Yes, along with Dinga Gabba,
DJ Biscuit,
Byron Brown,
Mark Moultrie,
the Elders,
Sean Q,
Mookie Brock,
Love Grove,
Leon Amos,
Matt Rump Perry,
Groove Child,
Vaughn Allure,
Soul Giver,
King Tut,
DJ Baby,
Sean Yost. I'll be there.
the Giver of the Soul, DJ Soul Giver, and last but not least,
the Girl Squad.
and Groove
I
Child.
already said Groove
Oh,
Child.
you did? My bad. Yeah, the Girl Squad. That's it.
Forgot
That's right.
herself.
Wayne?
Nope, not till
No,
October.
not till
That was
October.
special because
All
we
right.
got to celebrate his birthday.
Oh, well, then, yes, indeed.
Yes, his birthday and Tommy Davis' birthday and Quentin Harris with us. We're going to talk about October later. But,
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
But the future is now. It's all about the diversity in the culture. That's what we celebrate. The new kids that are coming in, that come in, party, and enjoy what sugar is and moving it into the future, as well as the family that started it.
Indeed. We're going to go out on one of my favorites, and I know this is Lisa Moody's favorite. It's on her list.
It's
the girl squad
Y'all's
list.
list. Let's go.
Oh, come on. That's our baby boy right there. Once again, Louis Vega track, Dwayne Harden.
Killed it.
Gotta do
It
it.
was his year. He's trying to be all modest. But that is, well, we'll talk more about that. Oh, listeners, we want to let you know that you can now find our world famous happy hour playlist on our Facebook page, first edition on WEAA 88.9. So now we're going to have the world famous tracks.
Now you need to get these tracks, baby.
All right.
And I did a throwback mix also that will be at the club tomorrow night available. People
Okay.
check it out.
That's what's up. Paradox is where it's going to be.
11 p.m. we open until there's a little rain in the forecast, but don't let that stop
That ain't
you.
nothing. That ain't
That ain't
nothing.
nothing.
That ain't nothing. First Edition is a production of WEAA. The show is produced by executive producer Sean Yo, senior producers Bobby Marvin Holmes and Tiffany Ginyard, and associate producer Iorio Digizua. Our board operators are Andre Melton and Autumn Queen. First Edition intern is Delana Swaby. Stay tuned for Listen Up with Faraji Muhammad next, right here on Public Radio WEAA 88.9 FM, the voice of the community. I'm Sean Yos. Peace. Girl Squad in effect.
Holla.
Love you, Baltimore. See you tomorrow night.
Trifecta.